Live from New York, it's Monday night.
Whoo! What is up, Defects? And like Guy Forge said, it's Monday night. The Defects are live. We got a lot to talk about. We got news. We got a whole list of Marvel shows and TV, movies, and all that we're going to break down. We're going to talk about King Kong. We're going to do the new Comic Book Day show with CBSI. We're going to do that. Cash it or trash it. Jam-packed. Jam-fucking-packed. But before we get into any of that, the Butcher 105. What's up, brother?
What is up, Matt? What is up, Guy? What is up, Defects in the chat? Still recuperating from King Kong. What a great time. MTG and Mike put on an absolute awesome show. Dare I say, the best new show around. Squashes everything else, guys. Squashes it. If you can't make it there, if you didn't come this time, you got to make it there the next time, because we had a blast. There was comics, there was drinking, there was all types of stuff going on, man. Interviews. I don't know, man. Good time. Like I said, still recuperating. Shitty pizza on Matt's recommendation, but still a good time.
Don't fucking get me started with the pizza.
Wow.
That's fighting words, Jay.
That shit was cat food. Forget about pizza.
What kind of Italians are you guys?
Relax.
That is disrespect. Straight on it. That is straight fucking disrespect. And now we're not friends. Guy Forge, what is up, my man?
Yo, what up? What up, Defects? Shout out to Greg for putting on a crazy show. I was able to make it this year. So happy. That shit was awesome, man. So, you know what? Fucking awesome show. King Kong, got to see everybody. But we got a jam-packed show, man. How the hell are we going to fit all this in here? We going to sleep tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what. A couple people in the chat, like, you guys are live on Monday, so in case you missed it last week, from now on, for a little while, for a few months probably, Monday nights, live show every week, and that's it. That's all you're getting from us. New Comic Book Day show going to be wrapped into the show. Probably Defects Discuss, Cold Keys. Like, we're going to try to throw the segments in every week. So you're going to see us live every week, which we love. It actually worked out because we love interacting with you guys. So that's the best. So we're going to do like an hour and a half show every Monday. So love us or hate us, we're going to be here. But we love you no matter what. I see a lot of people in here already. I don't even think we can go through the chat. But thank you for everybody tuning in. Thank you for those that tuned into our live show during King Kong. That was a learning curve. Talk about, we had technical difficulties. The mic wasn't really working that well. We'll talk about that later. I think we're going to talk. Let's hit the sponsors. I don't want to miss the sponsors. I think we missed them last week. So, Jay, tell us who we got this week.
First up, you already know our boy at King Kong, Erod212 with Express Comic Book Pressing, 10% off if you use Defects 10 discount code. Not only that, my boy Erod will submit to CGC and CBCS and pass along his discount. The best in the business, your presser's presser, Erod212. And next up, everybody's favorite beaver, the Canadian Beaver, Mutant Beaver Comics. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. One of the world's largest online retailers for exclusive variants, shipping worldwide. That's right, worldwide. Tell Pat and the B-Man the Defects sent you. And we got my man Han Brolo in the house tonight.
Oh, no. Things can get interested.
Han Brolo was first in the chat.
There we go.
No, was he?
My man sat at the table first.
This could be interesting. We might show up on a meme tomorrow or tonight. I don't know if that's good or bad. Should we get into the news?
By the way, he said hour and a half. That's an hour and 22 long.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. So
we can get
we'll
we can get into the news after this, Matt. We got a super chat from Namish Patel. $20. Look at this. Better Pizza Found. Oh, fund. Oh, thank you. Better Pizza Fund.
My man Patel, Matt, hit him with a little titties.
Should we hit him with some? All right, I got to switch over. But yes, we will we'll give him a little Eva.
Defects. Guess who's back for some more super chats? Yeah, baby. Let's go, Defects.
You're welcome.
The best in the business.
Never gets old.
Yeah, look at that. There you go. Hope you use Defects 10. Get yourself 10% off there.
Got to meet Doug Bratton at King Con. Listen, it was so cool to meet some of the guys we'd never met before. DJ Lynx was there. DJ Lynx was in the building. Like, you know what?
It was good.
It was very, very good time. Very good time.
We'll talk about it. We'll get there. We'll get there. But let's get through some of this news.
Ooh.
Right in there. Right in there. I like when we could do comic book news, right? Like not movie news, not Marvel, the MCU, DCEU. But we got the first two stories are comic book news, and I know Jay loves that, so I'll let him take this one away.
The Batman star Paul Dano is writing a Riddler origin series for DC, guys. The Riddler is getting his own series. I like it, man. This is something I'm gonna read. You know, we have mixed feelings a little bit on the Batman movie. We talked about it. Still a good movie. Just doesn't rank as high as my other ones. But this could be a good read, man. Riddler was great. I always go back to that Snyder and Capullo run. He had a great story arc in there. If you guys haven't read that, I always talk about it. One of my favorite story arcs in comics. So I'm excited for this, man. I just hope the Riddler doesn't look like this, man. I don't like this look. I like a traditional Riddler with the derby hat and the cane and the dope green Steranko blazer.
So we're getting 6 issues, Riddler Year 1. The series is going to explore the background of how Edward Nashton went from a simple Gotham City nobody to becoming Batman's nemesis, setting them in a collision course in the blockbuster feature film. So basically, the comic is going to be the prelude to the movie. So I think that's pretty interesting. I like when they tie the two together. We always talk about that on New Comic Book Day. I was okay with this rendition of the Riddler. You know, I know it wasn't very comic book accurate, but I think if you take that part out of it, I don't want to get too heavily into the movie. I was okay with it. I think it was an original idea. It was a little darker. I think Pete Daniel's a great actor, so we're going to find out how good of a writer he is. So this could be interesting. I'm definitely going to check it out. It's going to be on New Comic Book Day show when he comes out. Throwing anything in, Guy?
Yeah, listen, I'm excited. It's Riddler Year 1, right? That's like the story behind this. But like,
yep.
Yeah, I'm with Jay. That costume was a joke, bro. I'm not. Just flat out, it is what it is. It's dumb. It looks stupid. I didn't understand it. There's no fucking reason for it. All right, they fucked it up. It's fine. It is what it is.
I like the glasses. I like the glasses on the outside of the mask. Yeah, that's classy right there. I mean, they're gonna slide off. You can't tuck them behind your ears. They should be on the inside of the mask.
It's so dumb.
I feel like somebody was dressed up like this at King Con this weekend.
Yeah, that was Chubby Pop Chaser right there.
Is that who it was?
Yep.
He's in here?
No.
Oh, shout out. Pope of Chilitown brought us some pizza. Shout out, Pope. Let's go to the next one. More comic book news. This one's pretty cool. Todd McFarlane announces Spawn's first ever blank sketch cover release. This title is a little misleading. I'm going to tell you why. It really is for the other Spawn titles. So it's for King Spawn, the Scorched, and Gunslinger Spawn. That's the first time they're going to have blank sketch covers. And then it's also going to be the first time since Spawn 300 that they have a blank sketch cover on the official Spawn title. And then it's 30 years of Spawn and Image this year. So they're going to do, it sounds like, I couldn't really tell from the article, but it sounds like they're going to re-release number 1 Spawn 1 with a blank sketch cover. So that's going to be pretty cool. So basically, McFarlane went out to say he wanted to give people, you want to get fans? He's like, listen, pandemic's been going. People haven't been going to cons. He's like, I wanted to give some to the fans to be able to do some art on. So basically, you know, he's like, go spend money on some artists. But I think this is newsworthy because it doesn't happen very often, and it hasn't happened on any of those other Spawn titles yet. And we're getting a re-release of number 1 with a blank sketch cover, so that's pretty cool too. Jay, you're the king of the remark, as our boy BX Boxster likes to say. So what's your thoughts on this?
So here's my thoughts on this, right? McFarlane releases a sketch variant, but
fuck you, Joe.
Good luck saving 10 grand for one of his sketches. It looks like you're gonna have to get other artists to do it because there ain't nobody. Well, I'm not gonna say nobody, but nobody I hang out with that's gonna afford even a. Does Todd even do remarks? And if so, how much are they? They gotta be a couple of $1,000. So good luck on your second favorite Spawn artist to do a Spawn remark on there for you.
What's the chat saying, Guy?
Joey's just saying we're old. Joey, you were at the show for an hour and your fucking legs were hurting you. So cut it out, bro.
Yeah, cut it out. He got taken into the bathroom and got a spanking for being bad.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, God. All right, next couple ones are pretty quick. Guy Forge brought some of these to our attention. Umbrella Academy's new rating suggests a darker, more adult season 3. When I read that, I was like, dude, the first 2 were kind of adult to me. I don't know about you guys, but I thought they were. I mean, they weren't The Boys, but they weren't PG-13 either. So it's TVMA now for Umbrella season 3. And I think I wrote it down and I forgot to put it in the slides. I think it's like June 2nd or June 22nd is the release for season 3. I love this show. Like, this is one of my favorite comic book shows. I'll be dead honest. I think it's the best story. You know, Peacemaker's right up there for me, but this has been really good. So I'm happy to see a little bit. It's probably going to be a little bit more gory. Maybe we get some nudity. We get some nudity going. I'm okay with that. What do you think, Guy?
Listen, I'm all on this. That's why I sent it to you. I love this show. I can't, like, I was waiting for more of this show to come out. You know, I'm sitting there, you know, biting the fingers. Like, when is it coming? When is it coming? But this is the writing on this show is great. I love all the character developments. The story's wonderful. So I'm all in on this one.
Jay, did you watch this?
Shit is fucking whack, bro. How could you guys like this show?
Just fucking mute this guy.
This show is terrible, bro.
How do I kick him out?
Oh my God.
This is why Jay gets no respect in the ratings community.
Listen, Roman, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't express my true feelings on the show, but it's terrible. How does this get a season 3?
What was your favorite Disney Plus show?
Good
Just out of curiosity.
show.
My favorite.
What was your favorite?
I'm gonna have to say my favorite Disney Plus show.
It doesn't matter what your favorite show is. How about that?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I like Titans, man. I like Titans. I like The Boys. I like Peacemaker. I don't like Umbrella Academy. I don't like this chick, or whatever it is. I don't know, man.
Wow. Appreciate you, Jay. Now, you know, canceled pretty much 2022. All right.
Thank you.
Maybe we should just move on now.
Yep.
Put Jay in the bathroom, as UniX says. You know what? I don't even know. You know what? I feel like it's been a while, but
put him in the fucking bedroom.
Get him the fuck out of here.
You gotta. Speaking of the bathroom, we gotta talk about the bathroom at King Con.
In the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry. Don't fucking worry about that. Actually, when you guys are talking later, remind me. I'm gonna load something up. All right. Let's keep going. Guy just checked Jay into the SmackDown hotel. The Beast. Shout out to the Beast for making an appearance the other day on the live show.
Yeah.
Until Matt told him to get the fuck out of here.
But that was a term of endearment. Guy Forge started it. That was planned. That was all planned. He loved it. He was all part of it. Let's keep going. All right. We'll do this quick. So there's been a couple new Moon Knight spots, right? A couple little teaser trailers, and it basically confirms some of the stuff that we told you about Joey does Future Specs. Joey doing deals. Told you about Anubis and Amit. They're confirmed. Essentially, you know, we talked about this right after the Super Bowl. We did some homework during the Super Bowl. Basically, told you it was going to be Anubis and a fucking crocodile, and that's what we're getting. We're not going to show the books again. If you want to see the books, go back like 3 live shows right after the Super Bowl, and we did an enormous breakdown on Doctor Strange 2 and Moon Knight. Shout out to everybody at King Con that came up to us that basically said thank you for that breakdown because it was amazing. That means so much to us when you guys say shit like that. I know it's a small little thing that you don't think go, but it really does go a long way because we put a lot of time and effort into that, and it's for you guys. And to hear the feedback, it really means the world to us. So appreciate you guys. Again, basically, this is just a confirmation of what we kind of speculated on a few weeks back. So go check it out. If you don't know what books we're talking about, you may still be able to grab them because they're going to be a quick flip. They're not going to be long-term holds. They're going to be a quick flip. But go take a look. And actually, Jay, me and you did our last Defects spec. There was a book in there for Moon Knight, Amun-Ra, that I think is worth grabbing also because it seems like it's definitely going towards that. So, oh yeah. And Jay did a fantastic Who is Moon Knight breakdown that throws in a little extra spec book on the end for the people that watch this. Some of you didn't watch it, but there's a spec book right at the end for those of you that did, that nobody was talking about until Jay mentioned it. So shout out to the Butcher on that one.
And I got to give my man UniX a shout out because this is a Defects discuss I want to get into. Is his first appearance in Marvel Preview number 8. It's a first full, right? But it's a magazine. So do magazines count? I want to do this in a Defects discuss because they do
Anubis,
for certain.
you're talking about, right?
Anubis, yep.
Yes.
UniX dug deep and found it in Marvel Preview number 8. We know that dope Blade cover, but it's a magazine, right? And some magazines count as a first appearance. You think about Star-Lord, right? Characters like that.
Man-Thing.
It seems like more of horror. You know, you go more horror with the magazines, but I personally like that book better, man. He's there, full page. Check out UniX's IG page. He breaks it down. And he says, yeah, call it what you want to call it, whether you want it to be the comic book or the magazine. Me, I like the magazine, like Star-Lord, better cover, cool layout on that page. So
You see who's
check
in
it
here,
out.
Jay?
What'd you say?
You see who's in the chat?
I don't.
Who's in here?
Look at that. Dream Pimp.
Dream
Yes,
Pimp.
and Dream Pimp's in here tonight.
Dream
And we'll
Pimp,
get
we're
into
gonna
that
talk about
later.
We're going to talk about that later on. That took
And
on
just
a mind
and
of
just
its
so
own.
you know, Frankie Chiotti says Moon Knight is going to be better than Hawkeye.
I'm in agreement with you, cuz.
I listen.
I'm in agreement with you, cuz.
My nephew, he knows what he's talking about. It's 9:30 though. Go to bed. You got school tomorrow.
Like Universe X said. He said gangsters don't argue. They just get both.
Absolutely.
So, I you know what, Jay? Next week, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to do that on
we'll
the
do
live
some
show.
because I know the Star-Lord book, right? That goes for more money than his comic appearance, but I'm gonna look into some other ones. But like, Joey did a great job. UniX did a great job. It's confusing, man, and you know how it goes. But I want to dig into some prices and look at it.
Absolutely. But yeah, I'd love to talk about that. There's actually 2 things I want to talk about next week. So next week's going to be a fun, informative show because we got 2 things we want to talk about, and that's one of them. So we'll get into that. We'll get into that next week.
Let's talk about there's 120 people in here, only 50 something likes. Come on, people. What are you doing, Defects?
Come on, it's free. Just
What are you doing, Defects?
Hold on.
Just
you know what it's
smash
time
the like.
for.
Just smash the like.
What'd you say, guy?
Yeah, smash it.
Smash it?
Smash it.
Gotta smash that like button, boys.
Smash
boys
that
and girls.
like.
Come on.
Let's go.
All right. We got a casting. We got a casting guy for you. You want to take this one?
Yeah, why not? Spider-Man spinoff, Madam Web cast Euphoria star in mystery role. Who do you think she's going to be playing?
Sydney Sweeney. Not very, I was going to say not. Easy on the eyes for sure. Okay. Ooh. So I'm going to just leave it. I have 2 names that people have been floating out. There's 2 famous blondes that have to do with Spider-Man. Jay, who could this possibly be? If we're talking big names, who are the two blondes that everybody's talking about? What do you think?
Well, Charlotte Witter and Kid Collector said it. It could be Jessica Drew. I don't know, man.
Felicia Hardy.
Oh, Felicia. Yep, absolutely. But do you think in a Spider-Man spinoff? I don't know, man.
Why not? I mean, that's Sony's property. What you want to get some star power into your Madam Web spinoff, and people were saying Gwen Stacy. I don't see Gwen Stacy.
She's not Gwen Stacy.
That's a huge name. That's a big name. I mean, she's a good actor. She's got a lot of heat behind her. It may be a small cameo, so that this actress has a lot of heat behind her because of Euphoria. Euphoria is huge right now. Yep. So don't be shocked if it's a big name like a Gwen Stacy or a Black Cat. Don't be surprised if it's one of those two characters cameoing in this project.
But maybe,
listen,
they can't dye her hair.
First project.
She has to be a blonde.
They can, of course, they can. But those two characters are going to be smoke shows, and Sydney Sweeney's a smoke show. So we're just connecting a few dots here. We're not doing rocket science, right? I mean, come on. What's Minuteman Comics saying, guys?
I mean, does it matter? It's a Madam Web movie.
Yeah, well, listen, it's just cool. Everybody wants to see a new Gwen Stacy. Everybody wants to see a Black Cat. So
I don't think you get Gwen Stacy in a spinoff, just to be honest.
But what if this is not her first appearance, right? Like, what if this character has been cast for something else, and the only thing we're hearing about is her in this? That's the way you got to think about it.
What's going to come first, though? Then
I have no idea. I mean, the Madam Web spinoff could be in 3 years from now. I mean, it has no date. You already got superstar. Listen, you got Dakota Johnson starring, I guess, as Madam Web. That's a big name. So you already have one big actress in here. So don't be surprised if, listen, Sony's got things planned. I don't know what's going to happen and how they're going to mesh with the MCU and Kevin Feige, but we're going to find out over the next year or so.
Listen to me.
I don't know.
Sony might fold after what I'm hearing about Morbius.
I know. I haven't heard good things, man.
So we'll see.
Matt was banking on this movie.
Is that in Cash or Trash You Later?
So long. It's not. I left it out. Fuck it.
No, we're putting that in. We're putting that into Cash or Trash. We need to talk about that. All right, let's keep moving. All right. This is not much to talk about here, but I think it's interesting. So Disney confirms History Making Day. I don't know, it's fucking history, but from the direct. Disney Plus confirms History Making Day for Marvel and Star Wars in June. Basically what's happening is Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan Kenobi are going to be running simultaneously, which has not happened on Disney Plus yet. So I think that's pretty cool. You're going to have those, I think it's 4 weeks that they overlap, and it also overlaps with Thor, I believe. You're gonna have jam-packed week. You're gonna have 2 shows in 1 week. Do you think? So I'll forget about the news on this one. I'm gonna pose it as a question to you two guys. Does this hurt? Because I think it's fair to say that Obi-Wan is the bigger show out of Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel. Do you think that this hurts either one? And if so, which one? Guy, I'll start with you.
I don't think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you have the same people watching watching the shows.
I think
it's 2 different crowds. I think it's, we're going to talk about Miss Marvel later, so I'm not going to get into it now. But I think you have 2 different crowds watching this, and I think you could bring them out at any time. They're on different days of the week, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. You got 2 days to do something. Congratulations. It's not going to do anything.
What do you think, Jay?
I mean, like I said, you have your Star Wars fans and your Marvels fans. In the comic book community, everybody's going to be watching both. I know I'm going to be watching both. I'm going to be watching Obi on the release date. I'm sure I'll catch up on Miss Marvel sometime during the week. It's not going to be a priority like my other shows, but you never know, man. We could get shocked. It's what you don't think is going to be the best sometimes ends up being the best. So I'm watching both.
What Uni said. Don't get me wrong, Uni. That's not what I meant. I meant the comic community is going to watch both regardless. We know everyone in this chat is watching both shows. I'm talking about the general public that is not like in and out of our chats and in this community. The people who are just watching to watch. You're going to have 2 different crowds watching each show, in my opinion.
I'm with you know what? Joey's growing up. I got to be honest. He's done some. He's been on the A list this week between Anubis, and he said, I think it helps, and I'm with him right there. I think them being at the same time, it's going to help the weaker show. And I don't want, and I'll save that for later. I don't want to say Miss Marvel is going to be the weaker show, but I think it's going to help because it's going to drum up interest in both. I think they're just going to feed off of each other, right? You kind of get the ball rolling with one. If one's on a Wednesday and one's on a Friday, you're just gonna keep going, and you're just gonna look to feed the monster. So I really actually think this is a good plan. Now things could change, right? Release dates have been changing like crazy. I hope they keep it the same because I think it will drive viewership up for both. But we'll see what happens.
Well, Joey agrees with you, so
of course I just gave him a fucking compliment. Of course he's gonna agree with me.
Maddie gets it.
All right. We are going to talk about opinions on Miss Marvel later, but we do have a little bit of spec to put. There wasn't a lot of spec. This was a slow news week, guys. All right. So, but we wanted to throw some spec out there. So this isn't news. Everybody saw the trailer, I'm assuming. So we're going to let the Butcher get into these first two spec books. Jay, you're not showing any big books tonight, right? Because everybody knows those already, right?
Yeah, nah. And these books, you know what? I've never been on the Miss Marvel
train.
I guess train, you would say. Yeah, you and UniX talked about these books months ago when you should have been picking them up. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. I didn't pick it up. Not even till actually, I did pick up one because I seen it in a dollar bin at a flea market up by me. And the only reason I picked it up is because I remember the covers from you and Uni talk about it. So we'll get them into them. Guys, these are already hot. Again, we talk about it on the show. This ain't one of our spec shows, but if you could find these in back bins, you got Miss Marvel number 16, the volume 3. That is the first time Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel meet. It's probably going to happen in the show. And then you have the Miss Marvel number 12, the first appearance of Red Dagger, who we seen in the trailer, who's confirmed to be in this show. Again, books that are going to be quick flips if you could find them. They're already hot. They're already on the app. I don't suggest you go out and grab them. But if you follow Matt, if you follow UniX, you would have got these books about a year and a half ago, would you say?
Yeah, exactly. That's when we were picking these up.
That they talked about these books. So shout out to them. They always do our homework. Be on the lookout if you could find them in your LCS and they aren't pulled yet, guys. Quick flip here.
Definitely quick flip. Two more books that I think are more attainable. One is going to be tough, and the other one you could probably still find. Right? I just threw these in, so I'll talk about these real quick. Basically, two things we saw in the trailer: Captain Marvel number 16. It's the first appearance of the Negabands. We all know, even the Infinity Gauntlet, a huge piece of Marvel history. That book, the items don't carry as much weight. Stormbreaker, think about books like that. So don't run and grab Captain Marvel 16. Now it's a Silver Age book, okay? So you might have this in your collection already. It's just something to note. It's something that maybe you want to sell. It's just sitting in your in a box collecting dust. But people are going after this right now. It's something you may find in a back bin somewhere because Captain Marvel, the non-key issues usually just sit there. So it's the first Negabands. We kind of saw something that looked like that in the trailer. It's not even confirmed that it's that. So be careful with Captain Marvel number 16. I do like Miss Marvel number 5. I believe you could find that in back bins for sure. And that is also, besides that being pretty much the promo for the show, which is going to, and this is another thing I think we could talk about next week too, is that cover art has really started driving speculation, big time. Cover appearances, huge. So this book got hot for that reason, but there's also a cameo of the Inventor. And people are seeming to forget that there was a casting call for a character that strongly resembled the Inventor. So I think this book does carry a little bit of weight. If you can grab this book for $10 or less, I think it's worth getting, because I could see it jumping to a $30, $40 book. It's not going to be a $100 book. So please, again, be careful with all 4 of the books we just showed you. If you can find them cheap, grab them. Don't leave these behind. There's no doubt about that. That's why we're showing them. We'll tell you, grab these books now or grab them in your back bin if you happen to see them. The 4 books we just showed are only keep an eye out for. That's what these classify as. I don't know if you got anything to add, boys.
No, that's it, man.
You got it.
What's the chat have to say?
King of the Golden State says, keep a lookout for that second print, guys. That's another thing.
Yes.
You always keep an eye out. Lower print run. Anything Captain Marvel right now, Miss Marvel that you could find right now is going to be hot on the secondary market, but there's probably still books in your LCS or flea markets or shows and stuff like that. At King Con, I looked at these books. They're already marked up, so sometimes people know what they're doing, man. Sometimes sellers miss it, and sometimes they're right on point.
Yep, Kid Collector makes a good point here. Definitely rumored for the show. We didn't see them in the trailer, so we didn't want to start doing a huge Miss Marvel breakdown. We didn't show the big books either because the big books of these characters are already on the decline.
Yep.
And that's something I want to talk about next week. Minor Keys hit me up, Minor Key Comics on IG. He was like, I like to talk to you. I like to hear you guys talk about a lot of big books that have just been on a decline prior to the show. And not only just Miss Marvel, like Moon Knight books. The big Moon Knight keys are on the decline right now. But again, I think we're going to talk about that next week also. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. The next thing we have up is what was on the thumbnail. You guys, before we get into this, because this is a long segment, do you guys have anything to break on or what?
Let's get into it, man. I'm excited.
Get right into it? All right.
Yep.
So, guys, you saw the thumbnail. Listen, we love you. You know we're honest. Like, this was definitely like 50% clickbait for you guys, right? We had to fucking get you in here. We love you guys. We just wanted to hang out with you, okay? But it is a legitimate thing. Like, we weren't, this isn't fake. Like, somebody put a list out there. This guy, Liam Crowley from The Direct, he writes good articles. I follow him. He writes very good articles. He put together a list of 24 upcoming movies and shows that have strong evidence that they're going to occur. And he put this whole list together. He did a little breakdown, and he gave kind of like a rating where he thought how probable that show was, okay? And some of these, I would say about 75% of these we've talked about already, but there's a few that we haven't. So we're not going to show any spec books today, but we may in the future. So we're going to run through this list, kind of give our own little breakdown, give the evidence why we think it could or couldn't happen. And that's kind of where the speculation starts. Yeah. Seems unnecessary.
Thanks.
You got to do it once in a while.
Thanks, Minute Man. Appreciate it.
Like, listen, at least we're straight up honest with you. Like, we didn't have inside info. I mean, that would have been something else. I think we would have built it a little bit bigger than this, right?
We don't get inside info, do we? Yo, by the way, where's Han Brolo? You fell asleep?
Brolo is probably making a meme about us already.
He's in there lurking, dude.
Yeah. So we're going to run these down quickly. And this is, like I said, this is where you should start to speculate. Like, if we all agree like a show is going to happen, start speculating on the books that surround that show. Start doing your own speculation, because by the time we get to it, you're probably like almost at the finish line where everybody's already picking up those books. So now's the time to start that. All right, so this is not a complete list. This isn't our list. So I want to, like I said, we did not compile this list. I just compiled the graphics. Liam Crowley, The Direct, gets all the credit for this, but I thought it was a fun thing to do, and I'd like to get everyone in the chat involved as well to see how likely you think these shows are of showing up, movies or shows. So, Guy, I'm going to start with you. Yeah. Rolo was here. Guy, some of these are basically confirmed, so we'll just run through them quick. Captain America 4. I mean, are we pretty much confirmed on this, everybody?
Let's go.
Not pretty straightforward. There's no news here.
Yes,
we're just gonna go to the next one. Werewolf by Night. So not 100% confirmed, but pretty close, right? Guy's gone. So Jay, Halloween special, is that what they're talking about?
I mean, if it looks as dark as this promo right here, man, that could be insane, dude. I can't wait to see what Marvel does with horror. I'm hoping this is like, listen, this could either be a dope movie or a dope show. I kind of like the show aspect, because it's a little bit longer and they could draw things out a little bit more with the shows as opposed to the movies. When you have Captain America, right? We already know his story. A movie you could bang right out, but a character like Werewolf by Night, I think this is gonna be dope. I hope it comes true. Do I think it will? Yes.
How the fuck do I get away from? How do I fuck do I get away from this one?
Yeah, no, you don't have to. I mean, we'll take care of it for you, bro.
Thank you.
100% on this one. We talked about it last week. It sounds like the Halloween special is going to go away from just being a Werewolf by Night special and being like an anthology, different stories in the horror genre. Werewolf by Night being one of them. Do we get Jack Russell? Do we get the newer version of Werewolf by Night? I hope we get both. I like the history of getting Jack Russell, so. This is 100%. I think this is another 100% one. We'll start to get into the more rumor-based ones soon. All right, 10 Rings spinoff. So let me read something, and then you guys give me your take. So basically, Destin Daniel Cretton's Shang-Chi. He basically got the green light to do Shang-Chi 2, and also a sequel for Disney Plus. Focused on his sister, Xialing, I don't know how you say it, and the 10 Rings. So we all know we're getting a Shang-Chi 2. This is more for the 10 Rings spin-off show. You saw the post-credit scenes. If you haven't seen Shang-Chi 2 at this point, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but the Shang-Chi sister, it definitely seems like she's going to reboot the 10 Rings. So I'll give mine real quick. I think this is I'm 90% in on this. Like, this is going to probably happen, and I'd love to see it. I was a fan of Shang-Chi, not as much as everybody else. I was a bigger fan the second time around. But to me, definitely this is something that I'm going to start looking into books on a little bit farther away from Shang-Chi. How do I spec on the 10 Rings? What do you think, Jay?
I don't know if I'd be as much as a fan as this. I don't know. Marvel, I think Shang-Chi was a good movie. I'm with you. We seen it in the movies together, then we watched it, separately the second time, and I sat down in my living room and watched it, and I enjoyed it more. It wasn't as kung fu and karate like as I thought it would be, man. That's what disappointed me about it.
But that's what you might get with this, though.
I'm hoping.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm hoping.
Well,
I hope it's like that old school kung fu style TV show. Like, they bring it back in more of a modern touch. But I don't know. I don't think I could get on board with this. I don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, it's more not. I see people saying cash trash. This is more about, do we think it will happen? Because that's how you start speculation, right? So Jay's saying a no on this one. Guy, what do you think?
I think the it's out there. It's out there for them to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the words, but they have potential to do this. Like, they should do it correctly, and they should make it more kung fu-esque. So,
yeah, I think they know they missed the boat a little bit, and I think the show, they're going to have more. I'm with you on that. I think they have more opportunity to do more fight-based content.
Iron Fist was more kung fu-esque, and that was a piece of shit show.
Wow.
So, okay.
Wow. Yeah, you know what? You may be right, and people are going to be hurt to hear that, but you actually may be right.
Come on, do we ever hold anything back here?
No,
Iron Fist was more kung fu-esque, and it was a piece of shit show. So,
all right, I'm gonna leave it there. Ryan Coogler. It sounds like he's, we're getting Black Panther 2, and he was tapped to do a Wakanda spin-off series based on just Wakanda. To me, this is, I feel like it's 99.9% happening. I don't think there's a lot to talk about here. Start speculating on all things Wakanda and everything on the third degree removed from T'Challa. And I think that's how you start speculating on this one. Jay, is this happening on Disney Plus or what?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because I think that Black Panther had the best supporting cast of characters that they could do a spinoff with. So why not, right? I think that cast was awesome. All rich characters. I'm in for this. How do they not do this? So I say 100% yes.
Guy Forge?
I think this opens it up for Agents of Wakanda, which is really cool and dope. You got a lot of characters in there, and a lot of characters from Wakanda that join that team up. So that's a dope. And I got a bunch of those books. So hey
now. Well, I'm gonna let you start first on this next one. And the reason I'm going so fast because these two tie into each other is the Okoye series. I don't know if we see her having an individual series, but I'm sorry, I said Guy, you go first, so go.
I don't know if we need an individual series from her. Let's put it that way. If we have Wakanda and it goes into the story of Wakanda and some stuff without, some, let's say they're doing stuff while Black Panther's out there doing something else. You follow? So I think that's a greater story than just her own story.
Yeah.
I agree with Guy. I think she should tie into Wakanda, not her own show. And I think that's the plan. I think she might be the focal point of Wakanda, which I can see. Fine. But I don't see her having her own show. It makes more sense to tie into Wakanda.
Yeah, I can't see it being just an Okoye show, like a Dora Milaje having a show. I see that more probable than this, but I still think low probability. I think the two tie together, so we're all on the same page on this one. If it does happen, it's going to be like 10 years from now, like way down the line. And at that point, I mean, this character's aged out. So
I just think you have more potential for a Wakanda show. It opens it up to more things.
Yeah, right. I agree with Guy here.
All right, 100%. I'm with you guys. Did you guys hear? There's a little side note. Did you hear that they recorded or they filmed, I should say, 3 different endings for Black Panther 2 as to who is going to be Black Panther going forward? Did you guys hear that?
Oh, that's interesting, man.
Are they doing that and not telling the cast?
I think it's more of they want to see what happens with Letitia Wright, because I think that's the first choice is Shuri, but I don't think it's going to be her. So I think it's Shuri. I think it's oh God, who played the M'Baku, and then just recasting. So I couldn't remember where I saw the article because I should have added it, but that was interesting to me, and I know it's a side note, but we were talking Wakanda, so yeah. Defects are a growing nation. This is true, Rudy. This is true. We grow every day. Guys, if you're coming in the middle of this, because I see 160 in here, we're basically breaking down Liam Crowley from the Direct's list of all the movies and shows. He compiled a list of 24 movies and shows that have some substantial rumors and some factoids behind them based on like good scoopers, right? Not just bullshit that somebody threw out there, but like reliable sources. And he sourced all this material and he put it together, and we're just kind of going through it and doing our own breakdown to see like which books are really, do you start looking at the books for these series or not? All right, the next one's basically a slam dunk. The Mutants. I think there's not much to speculate on here except for what are they going to call it. So let's go there. Jay, what are they going to call it? They're going to call it the Mutants. They're going to call it the X-Men. They're going to call it the X-People. What are they going to do?
Oh, I hope it ain't the Mutants, because the first thing that comes to mind is the New Mutants. And how do they not call it X-Men? I mean,
well, that comes to mind because Matt used the font for the New Mutants over there.
No, this was out there. This is a myth.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to call it the X-Men, man. Is the world that bad now? Is it that far gone where we can't call it the X-Men? If so, that's terrible, man, because that's what we grew up with. I refuse to call it the Mutants. When it comes out, if it's called the Mutants, I'm still calling it the X-Men.
Guy.
Listen, I would love for it to be called the X-Men because I think we need it. I think we need it as a community. Let's just put it that way. We need the X-Men in our lives. I mean, come on. So, yeah, if they call it the Mutants, am I not going to watch it? No, obviously. But, like, it'd be nice to have the X-Men out there as a title.
I got to be honest. I think it's going to be the Mutants. I really do. And it pains me to say it. But there's not much talking. I mean, we're getting Patrick Stewart in May, so it just opens the door. Now I'm hearing. I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to say it because I think Guy's talking about that later. So I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it alone. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh wait, before we move on.
The X folks. Rad says the X
folks. Wow.
Guys, we're doing a giveaway later.
On the show?
Yeah.
Like live?
Yeah. No, I didn't tell you guys. Crimson Reign Star Wars. I think these are going for a decent amount on eBay. We're giving these away from Mellow Fellow, CBSI Ben.
Exclusive?
Yeah, that's comic book whatnot exclusive.
Come on.
So courtesy
whatnot.
of Mellow Fellow, a.k.a. CBSI Ben. We're going to talk about that later. Don't worry. We're going to talk about that later.
Can I sing a song?
No.
Come on.
Next up, there is a rumor. We talked about this on the show. Scarlett Johansson supposedly is directing a Marvel show, some type of Marvel show for Kevin Feige. They made up, and now she's going to be directing something. I'm just going to say, to me, this is probably, so far out of everything we talked about, besides Okoye, I think this is the lowest probability. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't see it happening. I feel like there was too much of a fallout. What do you guys think?
I think she comes back, dude, and I think she's gonna produce Yelena Belova's show. I
like
this,
that.
I like that. She was in talks with Feige, right? They did have the falling out, whatever. There's money to be made. She's a fan favorite. Smoke show. I think she produces Yelena Belova's Black Widow, man. Get those Inhumans 5s ready again.
I like it. Guy?
I'm going to go with Jay, and I'm going to agree with Yelena Belova and say, yes, you are correct.
I like when we all agree because I could just go to the next one.
You didn't agree.
I did.
You didn't agree.
Did you?
I didn't agree.
No.
I said it was unlikely, but when you said
Unlikely.
it was Yelena,
You
then I
changed your
kind of
mind.
changed my mind. Sorry, I didn't.
like
I
that.
said it in my head. I said I like that. Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, he can be swayed.
I can be swayed. And listen, I'm not. I'm not that stubborn.
Tell that to the people who attend the big King Khan show. He can be swayed.
I can.
So you got a chance.
I call her Yolanda. I like it better.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't say
Yolanda,
Yolanda.
Nah, she's not that hood. She's not. She's not there. She's not there yet. Maybe a couple more movies. She'll be Yolanda.
Look at this lineup.
All right. I mean, is it going to be called Avengers 5? I don't know. More likely Secret Wars, right? Like that's where I would put my money on this.
I think
But-
the title Avengers, I think, is done. Just to be honest, that's
Okay.
I'm gonna jump right into this one. I think you're just gonna get the titles of the shows, like yes, Secret Wars, blah blah blah, whatever you want to call the next movies, whatever they're gonna
So
be
like
called.
Avengers Secret Wars.
No, get away
Just
from
Secret
Avengers.
Wars.
Just Secret Wars. Enough with the
Interesting.
Avengers. We understand.
Interesting.
Because you're gonna have new Avengers come in. You had your Avengers. You had your team. You got new people coming.
Universe X, they did say it was like a mixed message. He said like something along the lines of that, but then he kind of took it. It was a weird, the way he said it was like a play on words. Maybe like essentially what Guy is saying,
putting
like
that up
it's not
there.
going to be
He's
called
putting that up there.
Avengers, but it could be like Secret Wars, but still Avengers-esque. So, I don't know. You're going to get something like, what do you think, Jay? What do you think?
I agree with Guy. Avengers 5 just sounds corny. What's it going to be like? Avengers 8? You know what I mean? Like, I'm with Guy. It's going to be Secret Wars or something, whatever the arc is or whatever storyline they're going on, I think it's going to be. But I think as far as the numbers of maybe Avengers, Secret Wars, that makes more sense. But I don't see like Avengers 5. You know what I mean? But who knows? Who knows what they have planned? I just don't see it, you know?
I think I'm with Jay now. So I don't see Avengers 5, but I see Avengers Secret Wars. Guy just thinks Secret Wars. I think Jay is kind of with me saying he sees Avengers Secret Wars. So me and Jay still think there'll be an Avengers team. So I'll ask Guy, if they don't use the name Avengers in the title, do you still think we'll have an Avengers team in the MCU? That's not called New Avengers, but it's just called the Avengers. Do you think we'll have a continued Avengers team in the MCU?
I mean, I don't think you're gonna have someone saying Avengers Assemble anymore. Like it's.
Okay.
I think you're just gonna know they're the Avengers. I don't think you need to put it out there.
So you don't think they'll reference the name Avengers at all during the movies?
I don't know if at all, but like, do they need to?
It's it's interesting, right? We're so used to having the Avengers around. It would be hard to just like not have them around anymore.
And you've already done Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Endgame. Like we got that. We get it. We get it.
All right. So Guy wants to see no more Avengers. I get it.
No.
All right.
That's not what I said.
Let's keep going. I'll just say right off the bat, to me, this is another 99% for me. They almost did it in Endgame. Nova's coming. He probably won't get his own show first. He'll just show up in one of these cosmic. You may see him in Guardians of the Galaxy, most likely. And then you get a show. That's me. Go ahead, boys.
Good guy.
We're going cosmic, ladies and gentlemen. So if you don't think you're getting Nova, you better lift up that rock that you're living under and come on out and join us, because he's coming. So coming all over you.
Wow.
I said it.
Jay.
100%. How do they not, right? You go to Guardians, how are they not going to bring him in? This is money in the bank, guys. Nova is coming. And that book is still undervalued, in my opinion.
Mylars,
I think
what the fuck?
I think it's undervalued. Yeah, that's weird, Milos Morales. That is a minority opinion for sure, but still yours to have.
I know you.
What Jay's just said, still undervalued, but what we want to try to get you to do, right? And we're going to start, like, at some point over the next few months, we'll probably start breaking down this whole list into spec books. But the way you got to start thinking of it is like, all right, forget about Nova's first appearance, but who are the other characters that are going to show up in the Nova show? Those are the books you start buying now for $5 and $10 that turn into the $50 and $100 books. That's how you have to speculate. You know, even the Quasar books are still way undervalued. No, it's not a family show. Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here.
So I like what the chat's saying, but which Nova are we going to get, right? Are we going to get Dick Ryder?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
100%.
I don't know, man.
Forget about Sam Alexander, whatever the fuck his name is.
There's no way.
I don't want to hear
Dick Ryder. Yeah, Dick Ryder.
They might use Richard Ryder. Oh, God. All right. Keep going. World War Hulk. Rumor surface of a solo Hulk sequel this past fall, with signs pointing to this Bruce Banner film focusing on the popular World War Hulk Marvel comic storyline. We talked about this for sure. Considering the confusing legal situation surrounding Hulk's film rights, Marvel Studios' World War Hulk should be taken with a grain of salt. This is what Liam Crowley's saying. That said, the rumored She-Hulk season finale would tee up this film nicely. I'll start with this one. I don't see it. I would love it. I think they do this storyline at some point. That Hulk is so underutilized in the MCU. I feel like he needs a major arc. He needs to have his own thing again. You may not get a solo Hulk feature because of the licensing issue, but they need to do World Breaker Hulk or World War Hulk or something along these lines. I know they kind of did it with Thor Ragnarok, but we need another story arc. I just don't see the show being called World War Hulk because of the licensing issues. So, what do you guys think?
Well, if they do it, they're going to have to do Planet Hulk, right? Because that all ties into a storyline in a sequence, right?
Yeah.
And if you guys aren't familiar with it, you know, basically a bunch of heroes get together. Hulk is being a menace. They shoot him up to this foreign planet where you get Planet Hulk, and then he comes back and wreaks havoc, and you get that storyline too. So if they were to do it in 3 separate movies but tie everything together like it is in the comic books, it would be awesome. I could see it. Hulk needs a movie, man. It's been a minute before he had a solo movie, and Mark Ruffalo never even did one. So why not throw him a bone? And if they're gonna do Hulk, why not do these 3 story arcs?
You think you're gonna see multiple Hulks?
I think eventually we will.
Yeah. Well, you get
Why?
She-Hulk.
Why eventually? Like what's stopping them from doing this right now?
Because they got to build Hulk a little bit more, man.
We've been building him for 20-something years.
Yeah, they got to get away from that hipster bullshit Hulk, though. You know what I mean? They got to get back to basics.
I think I'm with Lynx. If you fucking bring up Maestro, that would be fucking crazy, bro.
I don't know, man. I liked it. I like World War Hulk. I like Planet Hulk. I like that what they did in Ragnarok. That that was basically World War Hulk there, but without the dope ass storyline that Greg Pak and them put
Ragnarok was
together.
awesome. I love Ragnarok. But did you like Ed Norton's Hulk?
I did. I liked Ed Norton's Hulk. It was do we count that pre MCU or no?
No, I don't know.
It ties in, right? Kinda or no?
I think it does.
I like it, man.
Eric Bana's Hulk. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was. I watched that movie. That's the one movie I could say I only watched one time. A superhero movie. I won't stop on that movie. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely terrible.
Link said it is MCU, so
yeah, so it's canon. But
he
was my favorite Bruce Banner by far. I don't like what they did with, turning him into a hipster, man. Like that was just god awful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I feel like you can get Ed Norton back for it. I feel like you can get Ruffalo in his own movie and Ed Norton in it somehow. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That whole multiverse shit I'm sick of. And if they're gonna do,
I know you're not behind it. But you're sick of it. And this is literally where the whole MCU is going right now, Jay.
Nah, but why do all the same Hulk when you could do the red Hulk, you could do the yellow Hulk, you could do the gray Hulk?
But no. Maybe them as that. That's my point. I'm not saying them as the Green Hulk.
Right, but they're separate characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, Red Hulk, we all know who that character is. He's gone now. Do they recast him? We all know who Yellow Hulk is. Ain't no one playing Yellow Hulk.
Do they make a way to change that? Like, do they bring the character in a different way? Like I'm saying.
I mean, they're different people though. I don't know.
No, I know, but I'm saying you don't have that person anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, the Red Hulk's the Red Hulk. You know what I mean? Bruce Banner's Bruce
Ross,
Banner.
right?
Yellow Hulk's the Yellow Hulk. They're all different people.
I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, we heard about a deleted scene of Bruce kind of playing with radiation to try to change himself, and he turned into kind of World Breaker Hulk kind of for a second, right? We heard about that like with Infinity War, but it was a scene that got cut. He's Professor Hulk now. Like, that's got to go away. Like, we got to get Hulk back to Hulk.
Yep, 100%.
And the World Breaker Hulk would be fantastic. Like, that could be a series. That could be a movie. It could be 2 movies. Like, they gotta really do something better with Hulk. I think it's been good, but it could be great. So, all right, we spent too much fucking time on Hulk at this point. But the next one rolls right into what we were talking about, Thunderbolts. And we know we just lost the character that was playing Thunderbolt Ross. So, do they recast him? My opinion is no. So, I don't think we actually ever see the Thunderbolts. And the only way we see Thunderbolts is if they clearly brought in Contessa's character for a purpose. 100%. We were told like a year and a half ago that this actor was unfortunately dying, and Marvel was planning for it. And that's why they brought in Contessa. So is it Contessa's Thunderbolts with Zemo, or do we just go straight Dark Avengers? I don't see both, and maybe I'm wrong. You know, I feel like that's just so much content. Like, how we're going to get Thunderbolts and Dark Avengers. I really think you're only going to get one or the other. And I'm leaning toward Dark Avengers as opposed to Thunderbolts. Jay,
there's your Avengers. What do you think? There's your Avengers title again. So you might as well.
I'm opposite, dude. I think we get the Thunderbolts. And I think that's, like you said, they brought in Contessa to start it up. We already got Zemo, a fan favorite, right? I go with Thunderbolts on this.
Okay.
And it's been both. Both have been rumored. To me, Thunderbolts makes more sense, especially with that guy on there right there. But that could be a biased pick because he's one of my favorite.
Yeah, I know.
I could see Thunderbolts.
What do you think, Guy? I'm looking at the chat, so I want to see what they say too. But.
Me and Jay, but on the same page. I think all night. I think it's Thunderbolts. I really do, and I think they should. I think that's the way they should do it. And I think Zemo is fucking crazy, and I love him. So
yep.
I think we're getting a mix. We're getting mixed in the chat, which I like. It's split in the chat. I'm digging the answers. I appreciate you guys out there giving your 2 cents. Guy Forge, we got a super chat.
Speaking of 2 cents, how about a little more than 2 cents? Nicholas Pickle, love this dude. King Kong was amazing, boys. Can't wait for number 3. You guys are the best. No, you're the best. So thank you.
He is.
Man.
Because guess what? Go ahead, Jay.
Nick came by with a bottle of JMO.
Thank you.
Give him a little something nice.
Yeah, we're going to give him something. We're going to give him a little something. While I'm bringing that up, he came by with a bottle of JMO, triple distilled, and beer pong setup.
Yes,
it was like he thought we were going to play JMO Pong right there during the show. I think we got 3 bottles of liquor. Like, who brings bottles of liquor to a Comic-Con to give somebody? Guess who?
Wait.
The Defects.
Yeah, let's talk about that though, because we got 3 bottles of liquor, and where are the 3 bottles of liquor right now?
You would think there's 3 of us. We each got one. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Guess who got them? Guy, point to who got them.
This guy.
The bad guy.
The bad guy took all 3 bottles. You know what I got? I got those little cups and the ball, and my son found it, and he goes, "What's this, Dad?" I go, "Oh, Jesus Christ, how do I explain this?"
There you go.
So shout out Nicholas Pickle, and here you go.
Make it rain on me, Defects. Yeah. I can feel it. More.
I can't. That never gets old. It never gets old. More. All right, we got a couple more to run through. Let's keep going. Illuminati. We know this is new, right? We rumored for a few years now. Mikey Sutton dropped this like 2019, I want to say, early 2019. We know that's basically confirmed for Doctor Strange 2. So do we have a spinoff? Do we get the Illuminati going forward in the MCU, or is this a Doctor Strange 2 cameo only? Guy, I'll let you go first on this one.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm at a loss for words, honestly.
I know what you think. I know what you think this picture looks like, so I know that's what's going through your mind right now. So I'm just going to go to the Jay. Not that it's going to be much better. No, go ahead, Jay.
I think the Illuminati are one and done in Doctor Strange 2. And I think they're only together because of the multiverse. When that gets all fixed and corrected, I think they all go their separate ways, and we do not see them again.
Wow. Okay. I'm with UniX. I don't see them doing a series, but they are no way one and done. It's too important. You're going to have it. I would say most of them are going to die in Doctor Strange 2, but there's going to be 1 or 2 survivors, and they're going to build back up. It's a waste if they just kill them in Doctor Strange 2 and that's it. I feel like it's a waste, especially introducing the multiverse. Unless they're killing the multiverse off quick, which doesn't seem like they're going to, Illuminati's going to be around.
I think multiverse is done after this movie, dude.
Interesting.
I think multiverse, I think everything gets reset, and then we get what we get, and I hope so, because it's so fucking annoying, dude. It really is.
Here's the only thing that changes Jay's mind on the Illuminati is if Doctor Doom is involved.
So if Doom's involved in the Illuminati, which I don't think he is, he could be. I think it gets reset. I don't think he definitely doesn't die off, and then he goes back into his own universe, and then they go from there, man. Because listen, it's getting annoying. Oh, 2 of this guy. Stop it already. Let's just get back to basics. Doctor Strange haven't even seen this shit.
Jay's already pissed. We haven't even seen like multiple versions essentially yet. So, all right, we'll move on to this one.
It's like I want everything in one universe. I want everything in one MCU. I don't want two of this guy, 2 of the, all different. Nah, come on, man.
I hear you.
It was fun while it lasted. Now it's let's get it, man. I want Fantastic
While it lasted,
Four.
well, we got introduced one movie. Introduced it right now. Fun while it lasted. We didn't even get into it. We didn't even get into it. With it.
Jay's done with it. You know what? I don't blame him because it's too much of a mess. I just don't see it being successful for a long term either. So, all right, we're getting late here, so let's move through these quick. How about that? Let's get through the next few pretty quick.
Let's go.
Namor.
Happening.
100%.
Yes.
Happening.
Yes.
Happening. Black Panther 2? He's in Black Panther 2?
Yes.
Introduces. Yep. 100%.
Okay. There you go. Get your Namor books ready. Oh, man. I went through a bunch.
Whoa.
All right. Guy, just tell me on this one. Quick.
Motherfucker, you better be. That's all I got to say.
100%?
No time soon.
No time soon. Okay. I'm.
How long do I got to wait for them to get it right?
I mean,
on.
eventually we're going to get it. No time soon.
In the next 2 years, Jay?
No, absolutely not.
I'm gonna be
Interesting.
fucking 50 years old by the time they get this motherfucker right.
Interesting. All right, I'm off with these guys. I say you see this character in a cameo in the next 2 years. Not a show and not a movie, but you see this character in the next 2 years.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Well, you could no show 5 years, 6 years.
Just showing up in the MCU.
Yeah.
In the next 2 years, I think we see him. A movie way
Okay.
far out.
All right. Let's keep going. What do you think? This is I could see this going either way. How soon, and is it a continuation or is it a reboot? We kind of talked about that. That's right.
I think they're starting over.
Starting over. Jay?
I think they continue, man. I think they do a brief summary and keep all the characters and keep it moving.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is 100%. I'm on the fence, though. I'm kind of somewhere in between Jay and Guy. I definitely see all the same characters. Small acknowledgments from like, Daredevil and Kingpin are going to know who each other are already. Like, it's not going to start over there, but, like, the storyline is completely different. Just using the same characters with all prior acknowledgments already known. So that's kind of a soft reboot, I guess, is what I would call that.
I don't think Disney Plus would have put those shows on.
I
think they put them on for a reason. Go back and watch them, and I think it's going to go straight through.
I'm just
what do you got
popping
there,
this up
Guy?
here, guys. Minuteman Comics says, as promised a year ago, I said 2022 was going to be a big year. The comic book account is now overflowing with cash to be spent. No better place to start than right here. Defects crushing it tonight. Just to let you know, I gave a $40 super chat. So,
Oh, damn, dude.
you better play some nice shit for this.
Minuteman, we appreciate you, bro.
Thank you so much.
Give him extended, Eva.
Extended even? Batwoman?
Little Batwoman.
Batwoman,
he might get extended.
All right, Defects. It's time to turn it up a little. I think you guys have been playing it nice lately. I need to get a little raunchy. What do you think? Can Batgirl handle that? I just wanted to let you guys know you are hot shit. Keep doing what you're doing, because I love it. And Defects fans, you're hot shit as well. Maybe even a little hotter. Keep supporting, and keep doing what you do, because this girl loves it. You guys are awesome. Love you all. Big kisses from me to you.
Oh, damn.
My man gets the extended
Holy
cut.
shit.
And he said, ready to launch in a big way, folks.
There you go.
Eva After Dark. Look at this.
God
And that's what
bless
happens.
America.
That's what happens.
Let's keep
guys.
keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. Nomad. We've heard a lot about this. A lot of different rumors. Bucky's granddaughter. What was it? Bucky's granddaughter as Nomad. Captain America. Yeah, I need a cigarette. You ain't kidding. Nomad series. I feel like it feels like a no, but there were so many fucking rumors about it. Like, I feel like there's maybe you get the character, but not a show. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of Nomad books. What do you guys think?
I don't think we get Nomad, dude. If we do, I don't think it's Steve Rogers. How would they do that? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Yeah, this one's confusing to me. Just so many rumors on this.
He's an old man, dude. What are they gonna do?
I know. All right, we'll say no on this one. We're gonna say no on this.
I said no. There's no room for it right now. But Uncle Roman coming in with that super chat. Who shows up first, Doctor Doom or Silver Surfer Galactus? I'll tell you who Jay thinks.
Honestly, I think Galactus. I think we get a tidbit of Galactus in a Guardians movie.
Ooh.
I'd listen. Doom,
Interesting.
Galactus is right there behind them. Another character I love. Glad I got that 49. Guys, listen to me. Start grabbing Galactus origin books. All Galactus cover books. Him with the shorts
Covers,
on, the
yeah.
boots, everything, man. Because those are still undervalued, too. They have gone up in price, but once we see Galactus, those books are going to get out of hand, too, because the 49's already out of hand. So start grabbing those Galactus origins and keys, guys. Dope covers. Lifebringer, Thorough, UniX talked about that. All those books, man.
Yep. All right, keep it going. Thank you, Uncle Roman. Easy, right? Ghost Rider. It's like it's not a matter of if. I just like who are we
Just
getting and
when.
or how many of them are we getting?
Yeah,
So-
he sooner than later.
Catch. Are we getting Catch? Are we getting Blaze? Are we getting who am I forgetting? Who's the third one I'm forgetting?
Oh, there's a female
Jesus.
Ghost Rider too. Don't forget.
Gabriel Luna.
Alejandra. I gotta look. I forget. It's on the tip of my tongue. Someone will say it in the chat. Danny Ketch. I hope they do though. That's my Ghost Rider right there.
I feel like we're getting more than one. Raz.
Only,
Thank you.
only if
Raz,
it's Nick
yeah.
Cage. Thank you.
I think Blaze. We get Catch. You might get all. I don't know, man. I keep hearing all three, but it's like how many fucking Ghost Riders are you gonna do?
There you go, Robbie.
I don't know. No, this is 100%. You just got to figure out which one they're getting, and like the Catch book is still reasonable. That's if it shows up, if it's Johnny Blaze, if it's Ghost Rider Danny Catch, that book just goes bananas. I mean, that's in a 9.8 it goes to $500-600 because that's how much of a following Ghost Rider has.
Yep. I
So-
mean, listen. No, those are the Ghost Rider books I grew up with. The glow in the dark cover. So.
Yep.
Right.
This is an easy one. Pretty straightforward on that one. All right, this gets a little bit more difficult. Secret Warriors. We know we got Contessa, and there's big ties there. I don't know if this is anywhere near being even maybe it's somewhere on a board, Secret Warriors, but all the characters that make up this team aren't even in canon right now. Like, I guess Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? But, like, we're nowhere near this, right? Like,
Nah.
low probability as of right now.
Yeah.
Cheap books.
Yep.
Books right now. Grab them now, right?
Not
worth
the
a grab.
Contessa book.
Yeah, well, not Contessa, but Secret Warriors first appearance, still cheap, $10-15. All right, let's keep going. This is a character we know is in Doctor Strange 2. Does she get her own thing? How big a part of the MCU is America Chavez?
I think that the reaction, the Doctor Strange 2 reaction will tell that. She's in there now. It looks like she plays a huge part in the movie, right? But
Multiverse.
again, there's been discussions on other channels. Well, did this hurt the value of her books when she's seen? So we'll see. I don't know much about America Chavez. I really haven't read her storylines. She seems like a cool character. There's some badass covers with America Chavez on them. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, like Joffrey says, maybe a TV show. I don't see a movie, though.
Is she just part of the Young Avengers, right? So, Guy, I'm not going to cut you off, but I'm just going to roll right into this and make them one. Is she just part of the Young Avengers and like she never gets a solo thing?
Listen, you want an Avengers title? This is an Avengers title, so this changes it up a little bit. I know it's like sounding dumb the way I'm saying it, but this is what I want to see, because I think it's time for a reboot. I think it's time to bring these kids in. I think it's time to change it up and to see all these characters and these new characters and everything like that. I don't see her having her own show. I just don't.
Yeah. And if it is, it's way down the line. Like if she's in the Marvel for a while and Young Avengers becomes a thing, and then they kind of do the same thing they did with Avengers, like right, starts off as
That's great.
and then well, that's years in for now. So, holy shit!
Bless you.
Yeah, no more Avengers. There you go. Let's keep going. This is an interesting one. Not a lot of people are talking about it. I know Jay. Somebody talked to us about this. We won't say who. Annihilators, and not a huge fan following on this one, but this may be a good one to start grabbing now before anybody else is talking about it. Jay.
I mean, listen, we don't have Beta Ray Bill. We don't have Gladiator. We don't have Nova. We don't have the Surfer. This ain't happening for a long time, if this even happens. You know? I'm not going to say it'll never happen because I never thought Guardians of the Galaxy would have been a movie, but we are nowhere close to, I'm going to say, nowhere even close to this movie. I probably won't even be alive for this.
Really? Okay. You think it's that? Now, we heard, Jay, you're going against some information that we were given.
Yep.
That says that this is in the works. It's obviously on other people's radars as well. But now's the time to start grabbing these books.
All right, listen. We talked about you get Surfer in the next 2 years, right? You maybe get a Surfer movie in the next maybe 5 to 7 years, right? Are you agree with me there?
Sure.
For him to be in a team, you know how long that's going to take? There's so much solo stuff that they have to cover with Silver Surfer before he joins any team. Maybe
look at the Avengers.
Huh?
Look at how they did the Avengers. I mean, they didn't do everybody solo beforehand. They did a couple of them.
You know, is Beta Ray Bill going to get a solo? I don't know, man. I just don't see. I don't see this happening.
But him as part of a team would work well.
I don't.
Yeah,
think...
all these characters are except for minus Silver Surfer.
I agree.
You know, these are all team characters. I mean, even Nova to an extent. I mean, but again, if you want to stay ahead of the curve, this is when you start looking for Annihilator books. But I'm with Jay. Like this isn't in 2 years. 5 years is probably a stretch still. But you may see let's put it this way. The spec might start up a lot sooner than 5 years. The building blocks of this team may start happening in Guardians of the Galaxy, in Thor. So you may start seeing the pieces. Yeah, no, obviously this is just fan art. So yeah, we're not saying that these are the characters you're going to get.
Oh, no.
Just a project that's been talked about.
Well, listen, I think there's going to be a cosmic team, but it's going to be Warlock and the new Guardians team, man, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to have two cosmic teams out there. I mean, they could, but I don't see this happening for a long, long, long time.
Justin Shannon said, I'm too old to spec on this.
Is anyone really dead in the MCU?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I could see Ronin again. They're talking about doing a Ronin prequel. I mean, all right, we got to keep moving here. Midnight Suns. This, to me, this is like if they don't do it, like clearly a lot of these characters, we've like the Morbius, the Blades, the Moon Knights, we know all these characters are either right there or are coming. So it'd be shocking to see if they don't do some type of show, Midnight Suns. But again, it's like, then you start thinking about it's like how many fucking teams are we going to have in the MCU? But maybe that's where they're going. I mean, it would seem like this is a no-brainer, but I don't know, man. How many teams can they have in the MCU, Jay?
I don't know, man, at this point. Between shows and movies, this is... I like Midnight Suns, man, but it's very heavily rumored, and that sways my pick. Do I see it happening? Yeah, because where there's smoke, there's fire. But again, I don't know when. We don't have a lot of these characters yet. We're just getting Blade. We're just getting Moon Knight. We're just getting Ghost Rider. You know what I mean? Unless they do the more traditional from like the 90s. But I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Listen, the way people are buying up the first Midnight Suns, you would think it's happening tomorrow.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
I don't know. Jay, a guy wants nothing to do with horror, so we're just gonna go.
No, but I'm gonna be honest. This is dope. I have multiple copies of this run, so
yeah, there you go. All right, we're moving. Obviously, guys, we're moving fast. We're trying to get through this. This took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're getting to the end here, though.
Trash it.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch spinoff. Her story's not done. It's not going to be done in Doctor Strange 2. So there's going to be a way to kind of finish this up, right?
TV show, season 2.
Yeah,
she got to get the kids, right? Come on.
It's not going to be WandaVision. I think it's going to be Scarlet Witch, and her arc is not done. Like Black Widow got a solo movie, Scarlet Witch is going to get a solo movie. You're going to get a Scarlet Witch movie. So, Man Thing. We talked about this several times last week, this week. I don't know. He's going to be part of something. I just don't know if he gets his own deal.
Such a weird fucking character.
I think it would be awesome if they did their horror characters like we talked about, like in a creep show. Like every week it's just 4 different short stories in an hour with different Marvel horror characters.
In that creep show. From the Crypt back.
Yeah, exactly. Tales from the Crypt, creep show, that type of vibe. I think that would be dope. But I mean,
who would host it, Jay? Who would host it?
I'd rather watch Swamp Thing than Man Thing. You know what I mean? Like this is.
But you got to remember though, Man Thing is a huge part of the multiverse. He's the gatekeeper of the Nexus of all realities. So that's going to happen. He's going to be important. Maybe for a short time, but he's going to be important. So, all right, that's the list. Holy shit.
That was a lot of info.
That was a lot of info. This happened last week.
In here. Dream Pimp. Look at that.
It came to life.
Dream Pimp came to life last week during New Comic Book Day show. I don't even remember. It was like the Dreamers or the Sleep. I don't even remember the name of the book that it took over the show essentially. And our boy Real Fake Comics on IG, he basically did a little mock-up of a comic book cover for Dream Pimp featuring the Agents of Pleasure, Matt Forge, the Butcher, and Guy Forge. If you got the green, we'll make you cream. So there you go. So how good is this? How fucking good is this?
And there he is right there in the chat.
Get your writers, get your writers ready, get your artists ready. Who's getting behind this? Let's get some calls into the hierarchies and let's make Dream Pimp happen.
We're literally we have the cover already.
Yeah, we're good.
It's unbelievable.
I think if anyone should write Dream Pimp, it should be Roman Curtis, the original PIMP.
The original PIMP. I think we're gonna have to get right into New Comic Book
Day. Yeah.
Right. Let's see how fast we can get through that, and we'll see what else we have time for. So, hold on. Take my money, Milestone said. All right. So, New Comic Book Day. You guys know the deal. It's our top 10-ish picks of the week for New Comic Book Day, March 23rd, 2022. We give you basically just the books that we like this week, for one reason or another, whether it's based on the cover art, whether it's based on the story, or a little bit of speculation. We like to do a little speculation here over the Defects. And, of course, our boys over at comicbookinvest.com. They got you covered with Chris Nelms' New Comic Book Day pull list. He's got the whole variant ratio list out there for you guys. He's got his picks of the week, which are almost always different than ours, just for different reasons. So it really gives you two really different perspectives. So the link to that article is going to be in the description of this video after it's over. So you're covered over here, you're covered over on CBSI, all right? So let's just get right into those books. I think the Butcher's starting it off this week.
Every week begins with Jay.
That's it, guys. One of my picks is Harley Quinn number 13. Stephanie Phillips and Riley Rossimo bring you a new story arc, some old familiar faces, and a first appearance of Verdict, a murderous new vigilante roaming the streets of Gotham, possibly a new Gotham City Police Department homicide detective. But that's not why I picked it, man. I picked it at a straight cover fire this week. That Will Jack variant, guys. That's my Harley Quinn.
There's something's gonna get jacked to that. That's for sure.
That's it. Call me Mr. J.
First appearance.
First appearance. Yep, of the Verdict, and you got that first cover appearance on Cover Right. So, investment wise, if you're specking on the Verdict, you might want to grab the Cover Right instead of the Jack variant. But if you think with your brain down there and not up here, you might want to grab the Jack variant.
Yeah, that's just, oh my God.
Fire.
Harley never looked so good, man. Whew. Guy Forge.
Oh, hey, what's up? We're getting a Star Wars book from you this week, guys. You got Darth Vader number 21 from Marvel. This is the Return of the Handmaiden. You got cover A over there, that Crimson Rain cover. Listen, Darth Vader, and you got the TIE fighters. I'm all over that shit. But you know what? That's Sprout's 50th anniversary variant. These have been crazy, but this one was pointed out by Jay and Maddie. First cover appearance of Moff Gideon. So, you know, that dark saber. Check it out.
Yeah, it might be the first cover of Darksaber too, right? We got to look into that.
Good call. Maybe. All right, my first pick. How could I not go nostalgia on this one, guys?
Fuck that. You know what? I'm stopping you right there. Hashtag not my lethal protector. Go ahead. Now say your shit.
What's the problem?
I'm not with it.
You know who wrote this?
I'm not with it. Yeah, the original. Go ahead. I don't care. Yes, I know. Test me. Go ahead.
Venom Lethal Protector #1. 5-issue limited series by Dave Michelin, the co-creator of Venom. Come on, guys.
I'm mad.
You gotta grab this. You gotta read this. This is basically the origin story of Eddie Brock leading up to Venom, and then his early days as Venom. The story behind the story, and then it also leads into, they're saying in the solicitation, of where Venom is headed next.
Yeah,
come on, man. It's
really
fucking. You know what? That's straight disrespect, guy. That is straight disrespect. Jay, am I alone here? Am I by myself on this one?
Hashtag not my lethal protector.
You know I got you. Listen, Lethal Protector, the original series. If you want to read, I haven't read it yet, but odds are this may be a better read, more modern, more updated, a little, cover-wise, I like the red foil, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm with a guy there, but you got that dope-ass Sienkiewicz variant, and even cover A, bro, is a throwback. So I'm reading it. Listen, I'm reading it. All right, guy? I like both.
Sienkiewicz variant.
There you go.
Fucking caca.
Don't you disrespect Sienkiewicz. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare.
Here we go, guys. Look. Another nostalgic character and book, right? Here we go. Patch #1 from Larry Hama and Andre DeVito. The return to Madripoor with the man that calls himself Pact. Larry Hama promises action, intrigue, espionage, and this series goes back to his original writing. So it retcons Patch and Madripoor the first time. Definitely reading this. I don't read enough Wolverine, to be honest with you guys, but I'm a hop on this. That cover A is absolutely fire. The Jurgens variant, dope. And the Ramita Jr. variant is insane. But that cover A, that does it for me, man. That's classic.
I think Jay had different things on the mind when he did the slides on this one. The Juggins variant.
The Juggins.
You had the Juggins, the Jurgens, and the Jack variant.
This is mine, guys, and I think this is straight fire. This, you know who it is? That's Alex Ross right there, and this is where it gets funny. And I'll sing this because we all know the song "Hello, Darkness, My Old Friend." This is Iron Man finally realizes that after all is said and done, he's become worse than Korvac, and perhaps it's time for Tony Stark to finally lay down his godlike powers and embrace his humanity. But if he does so, will he stand one shred of a chance against the cosmically enraged Korvac? Or will he be destroyed like the small, armored bag of blood, flesh, and bones he has once again become? David faces off against Goliath in this issue of the Books of Korvac. So that's Iron Man number 18, Marvel. This is obviously, the whole storyline is really cool, but like that cover is fucking crazy to me.
I like that Korvac's in the mix, man.
Yeah.
He popped up a couple of, I think he popped up a couple of times in this. I haven't read this series, but I've heard the name in the solicitation a couple of times, man. I like Korvac.
Yep. A little DC love. Rogues #1. Classy. I'm liking this one from Josh Williamson. 4-issue DC Black Label series. Okay. So the Rogues, right? 10 years ago, the Rogues disbanded, went on their separate ways. One last job will leave them all richer than their wildest dreams and free from their past if they could survive. Come on, guys. You see on the 1 in 25 Cho variant there, you got that Action Comic 1 homage. You got Gorilla Grodd basically laying the smackdown. The job is in Gorilla City, and they're going up against Gorilla Grodd and his fucking army. Who's back? It looks like Captain Cold's back. We can see that from cover A and the 1 in 25. And who else is on that 1 in 25? To me, it looks like obviously Gorilla Grodd, Mirror Master, and then Golden Glider. I can't figure out who the guy to the left is in the back behind Gorilla Grodd. But you look like you're going to get a lot of the Rogues back. Black Label sounds interesting. I like the theme here. I like the 1 in 25 from Cho. And it's 4-issue limited series. Come on. I gotta grab. I'm gonna definitely grab one, and hopefully this is gonna keep me occupied for all 4.
Mike the Beast Benson said Trickster.
It could be. Hard to tell. I couldn't really tell from the picture.
Keep it moving.
Honorable mentions. Guy Forge.
Why not? We have how many honorable mentions? We got Deathstroke Inc. number 7 from DC Comics. You guys got Respawn's identity revealed in this book. So you know what? Family reunion. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, done.
Looks like a little shot at Deadpool right there, right?
Could be. About to cut his head off.
And then we got Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 19, guys, from Marvel. These Sprouts, I told you, we talked about it before. I told you these Sprouts variants are hot. First cover appearance of Bo-Katan. What's up?
There you go.
That's a dope cover. That's a dope cover. So, guys, like I said earlier, additional information is going to be available on comicbookinvest.com website from Chris Nelms. Definitely check him out as well. He's got his picks of the week and all the variant picks. So, that was new comic book. That was our picks for new comic book day. Some nice books this week. I'm digging them.
Yeah, don't go anywhere because we got a giveaway still, guys. Don't go away.
Doing a giveaway. Still doing a giveaway. You want to do Cash It or Trash It? There's only a few, right?
We could do it quick. I only put a few in there.
Let's do it.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh, hey, what's up?
Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome to Cash It or Trash It. And Maddie's going to get the chat up there on the side so we can kind of see, what everybody's saying. But let's get right into this so we can just start this and get through it rather quickly. You guys all know who that is, right? If
Craven.
You don't, yeah. Craven the Hunter, filming car chasing scenes in London. If you haven't seen it, I saw a couple of clips. Pretty cool. You can look it up. You can go check it out after you leave here. Don't do it now because we're in the middle of Cash It or Trash It. God damn it. But check it out. Obviously, they're filming this. They're getting people left and right, casting on this. But, let's go to Jay first on this, and let's see. Jay, is this going to be good, Jay?
Hot garbage. After hearing what I heard about Morbius, I don't have no faith in Sony for anything, especially these villains. I think it's going to be terrible. Put that shit in the fucking garbage.
Wow. I got to be honest. I'm on the same page with Jay.
Wow.
Venom was absolute dumpster fire. And now I had a lot of faith in Morbius, and not that I've seen it yet, and not that we always believe critics. But now you got to prove it to me, Sony. You got to do something. So until that happens, everything you put out is going to be a trash for me until I see something different.
I'm going to have you guys, then the chat is, I think, kind of 50-50 on this, but I think they're more leaning towards trash it, but I want to hear you guys.
If 50-50 is 100% trash it, then yes, you're correct.
All right. Well, there you go. Let's do this one next, guys. And I want to hear you. I want to Jay, can you give me a little trash it? All right. Anyway, here we go. What do you got here? You know who that is, right?
Somebody need a fucking haircut on their neck.
Who is that? Fucking Nicholas Shea?
So, So that is like a little drawing, a little picture of Scott Eastwood. So Wolverine hopeful Scott Eastwood thinks fans should start a petition calling for him to play Logan. Scott Eastwood, guys. Cash it or trash it.
I mean, in the words of Conor McGregor, who the fuck is that guy? I never even heard of that guy. Who is that?
Clint Eastwood's
son.
He got a son, that guy?
Wow. Here we go.
Wow.
Trash it, bro. Who the fuck
Dave
is
Cerrone
that guy?
said, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah, no, I'm trashing this one. He's not a Wolverine.
When you have to start a petition to get a role, and you're Clint Eastwood's son, you're a fucking loser.
I have not seen a complete trash it from the chat until now.
See, this is good though.
Yeah.
So we're all together on trash it.
Somebody
all
said
right?
Danny DeVito before Scott Eastwood.
That's awesome. All right, guys, we're
Oh my
moving
God.
quickly. We're moving quickly through Cash It or Trash It. We talked about it before. It came up a little bit. So Marvel reportedly bringing the Man Thing to Disney Plus this Halloween. So I know Maddie's answer because we're definitely going to change it up a little bit with this. Let's go to Maddie first.
Yeah, let me go first. Over here. I'll say cash it. I like the Man Thing storyline opens up so many different avenues, and I like the horror. So specific, not just because of Man Thing, but because it opens up the horror element of Marvel, which I think I'm trying to sway Jay with my answer here. I know Jay likes the horror stuff, so I think it really opens the door for horror. So I am 100% in on Man Thing, not just because it's Man Thing, but because of what it opens up for Marvel.
So Maddie, give me a little cash it.
Cash it.
There you go, Jay.
I want to like it, man, but I'm a Swamp Thing guy. An 80s kid, man. I mean,
you could have both, bro.
I know, but I'm not like that. I feel like I could fight Man Thing with a bottle of Roundup and a weed whacker. Listen, man, if what you're saying is true, I don't think Marvel's gonna dig that deep into Man Thing, but I'm gonna throw it in the trash. I'm gonna throw it in the lawn bag.
Wow. All right, putting it on the curb.
All right. And guys, we're going to end off with this, and I needed to put it out there, and we're going to throw it up there. You know what we're going to talk about? The Ms. Marvel trailer came out. I know you all saw it. Let's talk about it. Jay, you first.
Wait, before Jay says anything. No, I'll let him say it first. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Because I know it's going to be a clean sweep.
I don't know what to say about this show, man. I think as an adult, I'm going to trash it. I think my son is going to cash it, though. I think this is going to be pitched towards a younger crowd. But you're asking me, so I say trash it, man. I hope I enjoy it. I hope I'm wrong, man. I want to be wrong on this. Like I said, it could be a diamond in the rough, but we'll see, man. I don't know. I'm undecided, actually. I'm not saying shit.
I was about to say, Jay got a straight trash all night. 4 straight trashes. More cashes in the chat than I thought there would be. I will go ahead. I told Jay this, and Jay said I was fucking crazy. I think Miss Marvel will be the most, at this point, it'll be the most viewed Disney Plus show.
And I agree with you 100%.
And because you're bringing in an audience that you have not yet brought in, you're bringing in that younger audience. I think the show is going to be entertaining. I don't think it's going to be something that you're going to fucking love. Like Jay said earlier, you're not going to have to watch it on release night, but you're going to watch it every week, and you're going to get through it, and you're going to be like, it was pretty good. Every week. I don't think you're going to say it sucks, and I don't think it's going to knock your socks off. As the community, the people that are watching this right now, I think that's going to be the sentiment overall. But I think this is going to be like, I don't want to say Miles Morales, but I'm using it as a reference. How the younger generation really likes Miles Morales, and obviously some of the older generation does as well. Miss Marvel is gearing to grab that same audience in a way that we haven't seen on Disney Plus yet. So for that reason, just for the fact of the model and the success that I think it's going to have, I will cash it because I think it's going to be entertaining as well.
Lord of Brooklyn.
I think it's going to grab a younger audience than that too, though, Matt. And I think that's why it's going to be even more popular. It's going to grab those kids that are scrolling through Disney Plus and seeing her on the screen and thinking it's something cool and it's a young kid and blah blah blah, and they're just going to watch it. So I think you're right. I think it's going to be the most watched show, and I don't know if I'm 100% behind it. I agree with Jay that much, but I know what? I know my kids are going to watch it, and I know my kids are going to want to watch it with me. So
totally disagree. Moon Knight's going to be the #1 most watched show, or Obi-Wan. It ain't going to be Miss Marvel.
I will bet you a lot. I will bet we'll do a bet right now that
let's do this bet
that is not going to happen.
All right, let's do a
bet.
live.
What are we betting?
Let me think of something fucked up.
Here's my answer.
Next live show, someone comes on in their underwear.
No. That's too easy.
I mean, we want viewership.
Here's what it is. You pick mine and I'll pick yours. The next time we cover a con, Jay has to sit at the table the entire time if he's wrong.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
So you think of yours, but that's mine because that's how I know I'm going to be right. There is 0% chance that Moon Knight is more viewed than Miss Marvel. It's going to be more viewed by the community. That's not even a question, but that's not a metric that we're talking about. Talking about overall viewership. Kids, adults, overall. Moon Knight's not going to get the random average Joe, passerby viewer.
Uncanny said shock collar.
Shock collar.
I'm not.
I think I'm retired.
All right.
I'm retired from the shock collar. What do you got?
I'm going to think of something for Maddie for it. I'll have it for next Monday night.
Think of something for next Monday night.
Well,
all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up for that.
Gonna make you buy a Comic Tom mystery, a subscription to Comic Tom's mystery mail call.
And open it live every week.
Taser,
Uncle Roman.
Taser. Uncle Roman, thank you for that super chat.
Thank you, Uncle Roman. Are we all right? Here, let me show this real quick. People want to know. We talked about King Kong a little bit. I wanted to do a bigger wrap up, so I don't know. It's up to these guys if they want to stay on. But where are we going to be next? Some people thought it was going to be New Hampshire, but it is not going to be New Hampshire.
I got banned, guys.
They thought wrong.
We will not be at that New Hampshire con, whatever it is, the New Hampshire Con Man. We're not going to be there, but we will be at the 3MIB Comic Swap on May 14th at the Angry Hare in Newington, Connecticut. All right, let me get rid of this chat overlay. This is where you're going to see us next, guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. Jay was there last year. I wasn't able to make it. Guy wasn't able to make it. He said it was great. I can't wait to be there this year. There's going to be in the description. There's going to be links to where you can get more info on this. This is going to be a blast. It's going to be another community-based show, Northeast-based show. This is going to be fun. If you like King Kong, you're going to like this also. So that's the next time you're going to see us, and I'm looking forward to it for sure. So check it out. Follow 3MIB on IG and on YouTube. You're going to get the most up-to-date information from them, and come say what's up to the Defects. What else, boys? Talking King Kong, and we're saving that for next week.
Up to you. You can just roll it. Roll it.
What do you think, Jay?
We'll go another 10 minutes. I mean, why stop at 10:48 when we could stop at 11?
Yeah.
Good point.
We got 170 people in here. But guys, don't forget, we got a giveaway coming.
Yeah, we'll do the giveaway right after this. So I think this is King Kong. Yeah, so King Kong 2, success. You know what? I'm taking this down. We don't even have to show it anymore. I mean, everybody, go ahead. I've been talking all night. You guys go.
Guys, from the start to the finish, It was awesome. A ton of great vendors there. A ton of great people in the community. Ran into so many people that I met for a first time or I've known for a long time, all together there for comics. The vendors, out of this world. Everybody was cool, man, whether it was their first time vending or their 100th time vending. That's what's great about this show, man. When we say it's for the community, by the community, it's nothing but community people in there, guys. There was no assholes, no huge egos in there.
Maybe one.
Ew. Oh, me?
Not you.
Oh, yeah. There was one guy in there. Oh, God, that's another I'll save that story for another show. But it was a great time, guys. MTG Greg put on a great show. Mike put on a great show. I come in, drink a beer, take a shot. It was cool, man. Everybody vibed. It was in a great location. The best show around. I don't give a shit. Greg's my man. I'm not saying it because he's my boy. Ton of great books there. Ton of great people there. Not going to beat a dead horse. New Hampshire, I'm banned from. Fuck it, right? Fuck that show. Save your money for King Khan. Save your money for the 3-men swap. Another, all community members. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, guy.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, you guys said everything that needed to be said. All the guys were set up. It was awesome to see Gary, as always. It was awesome to see the Warriors. It was awesome to see X. It was, I can name everybody. BX doing his thing in front of everybody. Had the mic rolling. All the guys from 3MIB. Who else? It was, seeing people roll in that we haven't seen, which was fun. Signing our comic book for people, which was pretty crazy. People were very excited about that. Just hanging with everybody. We're banned. So anyway, but it was great. It was great. All the guys that hung out with us, Emerald Knight hung out with us, Paulie, all the guys. I mean, it was dope. It was cool to hang out and chill with everybody for the whole day. I can't wait till they change it into 2 days and we get to stay there and really, really hang out. So, yeah, we got banned for real. I'm going to keep saying yes. So, keep asking. I'll just keep saying yes. We're not going to New Hampshire. So, hey, guess what? We get to save on that drive. So,
we won't be at New Hampshire. We do not endorse New Hampshire.
How do you get banned from a con? We're the defects.
When you deal with assholes, you tell the truth, and people get pissed. So
yeah, with the defects, we don't lie. We bring the realism to everything. So there you go. Some people don't like it. Some people
can't. Badge of honor.
Yeah, this is what happens. Some people can't handle the truth.
I don't know if we tell that story tonight. That might take too long.
Yeah,
fine. No worries.
I think we saved that. We saved that till we have all our ducks in a row.
Yeah, I like that. Guys, honestly, the best part, this was an absolute fucking blast for me. It was a lot of fun. And I kept saying it to everybody that came up. It was so humbling. People just came up to us, literally stopped, and just said, I had to just come up and say thank you for what you guys do. And honestly, I don't care how many times I hear it. I don't care how many times we heard it on Saturday. It still means an immense amount to us to hear that from you guys, because we know we're doing something that you guys like, and that's the only reason we do it at this point. Like, it's a lot of effort. We wouldn't just be doing it just to talk to ourselves. We do it because we do it for you guys, and because we interact with this community, this little Defects family that we have. So when you guys stop and say what's up to us, it means the world. It really does. And to hear that and just hear the stories, hear that we got you back into collecting, or you like this segment or that segment, or you guys are hilarious, or you guys keep it real no matter what, whether you're right, wrong, or indifferent. You guys are just honest and upfront and real, and it's like, thank you guys for that. That was the best part for me. It's such a good time to interact with you guys. Hey, show us what you got. Like, even when we weren't on camera, it was like, yo, show us what you got. Let's see. Like, we're still fans. We're still fans, like, just like you guys at heart. We want to see what you guys picked up, and it was just such a fun time. Shout out to the people that came into the live show. What was that?
I just put it up. That's awesome.
Oh my God, that's great.
Wow. Hey, very
right
good.
On point. Right
very
on point.
Good.
Oh my god, that
Looks
was
like
really
the
good.
defects. The defects like the spec too, huh? See, look
I
at
like
that.
that. I like that. I forget what I was saying. How were we talking about? I don't even remember. But it was just a lot of fun.
Let's give some shit away.
Give some shit
Give
away.
some shit away. How about I show one? So we got a video coming out. It's hopefully this week. I have to put all the footage together. We did a live show. We did an IG live. I know the mic wasn't perfect on the live show, so don't worry. We heard you. We heard your recommendations. We're gonna work on something.
You may have not heard us, but we heard you.
Right. Because for recording, the mic was set correctly, but for the live show, for whatever reason, it like took the sensitivity down for some, and we didn't know that. So don't worry, we'll fix it for next time. But here, Jay alluded to something earlier that was at King Con. There was something up in one of the in the men's stall. One of the men's stalls.
Oh,
So,
man.
If you walked into the handicap stall in the men's bathroom at King Con, this is
Someone
what you
wants to
saw.
go take a shit.
Well, this takes put him in the bathroom to a whole new level.
They're into that men's bathroom shit.
Wow.
Here's what you didn't know.
They
If
call
you
him Roger Rest Stop.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you lifted up Roger's little logo circle, there was a glory hole. There was.
Guys,
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
throwing this up there. Kid Collector coming in saying appreciate you defects. You guys are killing it. Kid Collector, keep working out, brother. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, I want to see 300 on that
I want
squat,
to see
bro.
three. Yeah, exactly.
Three bills.
And Rudy coming through. Thank you for having the balls to say what we as a community think. Much respect. Shout out to our military. Shout out to my son as always. Rudy, shout out to you, Rudy.
Oh,
Shout out
God.
to
Yo, Rad Rad's killing it. 3 men in the bathroom.
He said an upper decker. I love it. Oh my
awesome.
God. All right. So thank you guys for hanging with us. I know it's fucking. I'm exhausted right now. We thought the show was going to be short, but we just keep talking, and it's all right. I like hanging out with you guys, and thank you for sticking around. But we're going to do a giveaway.
Ooh.
I guess we got to do a question of some
These
sort.
books
So
are
first
hot.
off,
Yeah.
so let me recognize in the description. You're going to have a link to our boy Ben over at CBSI. He's got other stuff going on besides CBSI. He's Mellow Fellow. All right, on Whatnot. He is a big part of Whatnot. He does crazy, crazy sales. He's got a ton of Star Wars books going,
Can I
all
say it
starting at $1. Link is in the description for Mellow Fellow on Whatnot. So go give him a follow. You get $10 if you use his link for free for a purchase, because he gave us this amazing Star Wars Crimson Reign set. These are fucking gorgeous. I mean, this set goes for decent money. Let me get rid of this fucking thing. Win me. That's what he gave me. Win me.
Yeah.
So I guess. So shout out to CBSI Ben, Mellow Fellow. Give him a little jingle, guy.
They call him Mellow Fellow.
So what are we doing? We're doing a little. Should we do a little trivia / should we do like a combination of trivia? Do you watch the defects?
Yeah, do that. Maybe something from someone who was watching the live show. Maybe you have a little question if you remember what we taped or something like that. So
From King Con? I was gonna do like a spec that we talked about.
Yeah, there you go.
We can do that. Sure.
There you go.
All right. So I'll put it in the private chat.
Don't start answering till the line drops.
And Rudy, yes, sir. We're going to talk about that too. Obviously, we're giving this away. We'll talk about that right after this, because we are still doing the Paulie Strong Lego Drive, and that's in the description too.
All right. So I'm gonna put a start line here, and it's gonna be what we see first, not what you guys see first. What we see first, because you're always gonna see your answer first. All right. So when we talked about that big breakdown that we did for right after Super Bowl, okay, for Moon Knight trailer and the Doctor Strange 2 trailer. So this is gonna focus on the Moon Knight trailer. All right. We talked about an alligator. We talked about who that speculation could be. And we talked about the first appearance of that character. And again, magazine versus comics. Jay talked about it earlier. So I want to know the first comic book appearance that we spoke about, not anybody else, because there's different opinions on which comic book it is, but the comic book that we picked predates what other people are talking about. So, the first comic book, not magazine, appearance of Amma in Marvel Comics, Anubis's crocodile, Judge, the Devourer of the Dead, Ammit. What is the first appearance? I need the name and the issue number. Do not answer until you see the start line.
That was a fucking long question. Jesus
I
Christ.
see an answer. I had to give the whole... You know what? Fuck you, Jay. Next time you pick the question. I have an answer here, but it's not fully correct.
It's not fully correct.
Then I see somebody that has the answer with the wrong number.
With the wrong number. Yeah, I see it too. Just finish it.
I know. Somebody had it, but they didn't write the whole thing, so I can't give it because technically that's not the right answer. Roman Curtis says AF-15.
AF-15.
It's not Adventures into Fear 14. It's not Journey into Mystery. And there it is.
00. I saw it.
There you go.
Yep.
Kid, you were so close, kid.
Kid had it and did not write Son of Satan.
Yeah.
and then Lord of Brooklyn kept saying number 4.
4. I know.
So that is correct. 00. He had the best line of the night, I feel like, with the Italian pasta dish to be unnamed.
Yes,
so
yes.
There you go. So 00, hit us up on IG or pressabledefects@gmail.com. Send your address and make sure you give Mellow Fellow a follow on Whatnot. He does crazy sales, and these two bad boys are coming to you. Courtesy of Mellow Fellow.
Mike the Beast, $4.99 super chat. Great show as always, fellas. Can't wait for Swap Terrificon. Nothing like a slice of meat lovers in the morning.
I love it. All right, quick before we get out of here, Guy, give them a quick reminder. This is going on all month.
Guys, it's going on all month. We have over 160 people in here. Head over to Paulie Strong. They're getting Legos for the kids that are in the Sloan Kettering Hospital fighting cancer. Just if just do something nice. That's all. There's the whole link is in there to go to the thing. You can buy. You don't have to buy expensive ones. Buy cheap ones. Send them something. The nurses have been in contact with Paul, and they've gotten like over 300 deliveries so far, and it's awesome that everyone's doing this. So thank you for your help. It goes a long way. So.
All right, yeah, that link is going to be in the description. I'm putting it in there right now. I forgot to put it earlier, so if you refresh, it will be there. We're going to get out of here. Jay, anything you got to say before we get out of here, man? I know you're tired.
I'm shot. I will see you guys next Monday night. Thank you all. It's been a great comic week. King Khan, Defects Live. I don't know. Good night. Good night, San Francisco.
Guy Forge.
Stay out of bathroom stalls.
Stay out of. That's a good. Yeah, and stay away from that fucking piece of shit pizza. We got to get in contact with him. Tell him to go back and rip this place a new asshole because that pizza was horrendous. It is a disgrace to even call that pizza. Okay. So that's all I got to say about that. Defects, thanks for hanging with us for a couple hours. We'll see you next Monday on Monday Night Live.
And Jay's in the dark. I love you all, Defects. Thanks again to everybody that showed up, and we're all turning the lights out. That showed up at King Con, showed support to the community, showed support to us. We love you all. See you next Monday.
See you when I see you.